Hello and welcome back to the Critically Clueless. I'm a Monk, and today we are back in Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous doing yet another character guide video. Now remember, this is a beginner's guide video, and so I'm not going to go through every single level, but this one is a little bit more Pacific. We're going to be going down the Necromancer line. I absolutely love evil characters. It's how I play through most of these games. This is actually my current character that I'm playing as well, and it's just absolutely devastatingly powerful. Is a bit of a glass cannon, however. You're going to have to, sit at the back of the battlefield a little bit and have your minions do all of the work. And if this is the kind of video that you want to see, don't forget to hit that like button and of course subscribe to the channel. We currently have 95% of all Pathfinder viewers not subscribed to the channel. Honestly, it helps us so much, and we'll be able to see this channel grow a lot more if you hit that button. Now for this build, we're going to be going as a wizard. This is my first wizard build on the channel as well, and we're going to be picking that of the Cryomancer. And if you haven't guessed it yet, that means we're going to be having to play as the Dhampir. Now, as we do click this option, the game does come up, warning you that that is the race that you're going to be playing as. And it does come with its own negatives and positives. And as with, I believe, all of the wizard classes, subclasses, we're going to be getting a bonus feat every 5th level. I'd also like to point out nice and early that this is a class that you're not going to be wanting to multi-class. You're going to be wanting to take the Wizard Cryomancer, all the way to level 20. That's going to get us the strongest Necromancer possible. The main thing to note about playing a Dhampir is that the Dhampir reacts to positive and negative energy as if they were undead, meaning that positive energy actually harms them while negative energy heals them. Again, I would take note of the very specific word it's used here, and that's positive energy. So, there's certain other things that will heal your character absolutely fine. It's just positive energy that you're going to be wanting to stay away from. Most of the backgrounds are going to be very valid choices. However, the one that I like the most is Morrowborn. Within this one, you get a +2 to strength and charisma. We get a lot of our power, most of our power, from charisma. So having a high charisma helps our character very much. We also get a +2 bonus to persuasion when used for diplomacy and knowledge well checks. I like that. It just helps, especially as our main character as well. We're going to be dealing with high charisma, which means we're going to have high persuasion, and that's just absolutely amazing for our main characters. Within backgrounds, I believe the obvious choice is Necromancer. It's really the only one that I would pick. This does mean that the Necromancers summoned undead creatures and companions get a +3 to their maximum hit points, meaning that our minions are going to be a little bit more sturdy on that battlefield and not dropping like flies, meaning we don't have to keep replacing them. Now within skills, I've already mentioned that we're going to be having high charisma. Charisma is incredibly important to our Necromancer because that's where they're going to be drawing their power from. It also obviously helps for our main character to have that, because it means we're going to be having high persuasion. We actually get a +4 persuasion with this build and a +4 on use of magical devices as well. The next most important stat to us is going to be intelligence. This means that you can learn and memorize as many spells as possible every time you rest. So a high intelligence is incredibly important. It also means that you're going to be having a decent number of skill points to allocate as well. Now the game does a great job of telling you exactly what and where to allocate these points, so just follow the game suggestions here. However, putting one of those points into persuasion isn't a bad option either. Next up, we have the feats, and it's a pretty obvious choice into where we need to look at. I mean, Blood Drinker is an option as you're playing as the Dampier, and I've recommended it in other Dampier builds. Also, if you keep going down, you should also find Life Dominant Soul, which means you can then have healing energy, positive energy, actually heal your character as well. I really wouldn't worry about that too much. Ignore them for this build. Just go to spell focus, and of course we're going to be looking at necromancy as well. After that, again, I wouldn't choose another spell focus. I would go for greater spell focus into a necromancy. This means that whoever you use necromancy spells on are not going to be able to resist what you're doing. It just makes those spells bigger and stronger. Next up, you should be able to choose two of the following. I would go for divination and transmutation. After that, we get into the fun stuff. We get to pick our spells. And again, the game has already recommended us 3 spells. Curse Sphere, Ray of Feeblement, and Ray of Sickening. Pick all 3 of them. If you search the list all the way at the bottom, you should have Summon Monster 1. I think this is really helpful at the beginning of the game. I also quite like Enlarge Person. However, you should have someone in your party that will be able to use this, so maybe just wait for them to pick that. Or rather, pick that yourself as you're leveling up. You really do have a little bit of leeway with regards to the other spells you pick up. Burning Hands, Color Spray, Grease, Snowball. They're all valid options. The one I would absolutely pick up, however, is Magic Missile. Now, I keep saying it in all the videos that I'm making, but it really is the strongest spell you can pick at the beginning of the game. It's very useful. So for any kind of sorcerer, mage, wizard class, Magic Missile is very strong. And after that, just pick what you would like to use. The reason I pick Burning Hands quite often is for its area of effect damage. I think it's really useful to be able to kind of crowd control sometimes. And after that, guys, we are on to our Deity. Now, we do have a variety of options. Remember, we are a Necromancer, though. There is actually a Deity that allows you, or that has the domain of evil, darkness, death, and destruction. Its favorite weapon is a flail. I just think it suits our character very well, and it's the one that I'm going to be picking for this. But guys, that is my Necromancer wizard class. Let me know down in the comments what you think of it. If you've tried it out, just how good is it in your playthroughs? And as ever, if I've done something wrong, or maybe you've done something different which you think works better, let me know down in the comments. I'd be very interested to know how you build your characters, or if you've used my character, tell me just how well it's actually worked out for you. This is actually a really fun build. It's a ridiculously strong build. It is a glass cannon. Early game, it's probably not the easiest character to use, fair disclosure, but as you progress throughout this game, getting stronger and stronger, this Necromancer really goes into its own, and you're pretty much able to just one character the entire game, because your Necromancer just has everything you need. If you've enjoyed this video and want to see more just like it, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel, guys. We also have a Discord down in the description as well. Feel free to join, chat about characters that you've made. Maybe you're stuck on the game and need some help as well. Hopefully we're going to start getting some extra Pathfinder members in the Discord there. So the link's down in the description. Join and come and say hello. In the description, we also have a link for 7 Broken and Bound. It is my upcoming novel releasing December 1st, 2022. It's currently available for ebook pre-order, and it is a dystopian cyberpunk. But until next time, guys, I've been a monk, we've been a Critically Clueless, and I will see you in the next video real soon. Until then, take it easy and happy gaming.
quickly.